I'm very grateful to all those who have commented on the last video about intercession as we reframe our understanding of what we're doing when we pray to God in intercession. As we continue to think about intercession in this talk, I want to think a little bit about the value of using lists to help us to pray, not to slave us or enslave us rather, or to narrow us, but rather to resource us. I find using lists as really helpful as a resource in prayer, and then it kind of broadens my vision. It helps me to go beyond just praying for immediate concerns or things that I might think of, to push me a bit wider, to think of people I might not be immediately aware of, and particularly to think of issues in the world and to pray for them. So I've just developed a very simple table that I keep in my Bible, and it prompts me to pray. On it, on the left hand side, is listed numbers 1 to 31, one for every day of the month. And then I have various columns. In the first column, there are people within my family. They get prayed for every day in rotation. In the next column, I pray for different churches I've been a part of, churches I've led, churches I've been blessed to minister in this country and overseas. The next column is a whole range of issues in the world that I pray for, everything from trade justice, sexual exploitation, a whole range of issues. And then there are several columns dividing people I know up, people who are friends, people I work with, people I have worked with, and they get prayed for as well. And I just find keeping a table a really helpful way to make sure that I'm praying for lots of different things and lots of different people. Of course, I supplement that with pray with other people that might come to mind on a particular day, but just that rhythm and discipline really helps me in prayer. So I wanted to commend that to you. Use lists. And actually, you find that as you're praying for people regularly in that kind of way, you associate people with particular months, or perhaps you associate issues with particular days of the month. And even without looking at the list, they're prompted to pray for them as you're going through the day. Not just praying for them in your time of prayer, but carrying them with you somehow in your time of prayer and beyond. And of course, the prayers don't need to be long. We've looked at one word prayers before. It might just simply be picturing someone or thinking of an issue and praying something like bless or comfort or heal. There are all kinds of particular ways of praying, just holding them before God and asking for God's blessing on individuals, for God to intervene in situations. The other thing, as well as lists, is to have a particular season where you focus on a person or an issue, praying for them every day for a week or a fortnight or a month or however long you decide to do that. I've particularly done that where there have been particular situations or particular issues that just seem impossible, a real full stop or end of a paragraph, game over, and yet praying that God might do something new. And for those particular people, those particular situations, I often pray for them every day for a season. So, lists and praying for seasons. I want to encourage you to explore those. If they're helpful, great. If they're not, well, wait for the next video and see what comes along then.